so right. I'm so grateful I thank you.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another show of What Made You Do That. I'm your host, Coco Kimono, and today I'm super excited to interview a good brother of mine from Buffalo, New York, Mr. Leon Martin. He gives us our tips on the Get Your Money Up segment that you've seen in the previous shows, and you'll see from this point on. He is a financial literacy coach and a credit management specialist. Let's go inside and see what he has to talk about. Come on. Welcome to our home.
Hello, how's everybody?
Nice to see you all. Come on in. And just to give you a little tour of our home here. We love to spend time here. This is a staircase to all the bedrooms. Okay. Come this way, and we have a guest bedroom here, so you're always welcome anytime you have a place to stay. Come on through this way, and this is the great room. Where the family hangs out a lot. I really love this room because it's big. It has nice high ceilings. Gets great lighting on a sunny day. The lighting here is amazing. Just lights up the whole room, this whole level actually. So really love that about this room. Lots of Sunday afternoon football games go down here. And here is where we have the kitchen. This is where we burn. Both of us can throw down in the kitchen. So yeah. So again, whenever you're here, you have a room to stay in, a place to eat. We throw down here, and you're always welcome. This is the morning room where we eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The family gathers. It's always a great fun time here. Here's our formal dining room where we gather for all of the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, you name it. Holidays go down in here, food go down here, the fellowship goes down here. Again, it's always a good time at the Barton house.
Now that concludes the tour, let me show you how to get your money back.
Hey y'all, wasn't that beautiful? Just, the Martins inviting us into their home. It's a wonderful, wonderful place, and we're so happy that you were able to walk through with us. And we just want to welcome my brother, Leon Martin. Thank you so much, you and your beautiful wife, for allowing us to come in and see your beautiful home.
Oh, come on, you already know.
Yes.
That's perfect. I'm glad you're here.
Yes. So let's get into how to get the money up.
Hey, yeah.
But first of all, I think what the people really want to know is, what was your childhood like? What was it like for you growing up?
Oh, my childhood, first I wouldn't change it for anything in the world,
Mm-hmm.
but childhood was a little rough,
Mm-hmm.
but how can I say this? We didn't have much,
Mm-hmm.
Me, my brothers, I had two brothers that I grew up with, single mom, of course no dad. I mean, he's around, but he wasn't around.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it was a little rough,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love the neighborhood. I grew up with Buffalo, New York, East Side.
Right.
Cold Spring, shout out to Cold Spring, of course.
Buffalo, New York, let's go.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, it was just, it was tough growing up,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we didn't have a car or anything like that at all, but we had each other.
Right.
Good family system, I guess my mom put in place.
Mm-hmm.
Had great friends I grew up with,
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we're in the hood,
Mm-hmm.
everything's cool, but,
Mm-hmm.
a little rough, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't change my childhood for anything in the world. Like, really.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And one of the things that really come out of this is that you had each other, right? And that is enough means to move on in spite of whatever the situation was or what you've come through, as long as you have someone that's there to lean on, that truly loves you. And I can speak to that definitely, to the bond that you have with your brothers and your family. That's very important.
Yeah, we're all pretty tight. Like I said, the whole family's tight. We're all tight-knit. I mean, even now, to this day, my family, kids, and my brothers are still really super tight.
Yeah.
I got friends I grew up with that I've known since I was 6 years old.
That's right.
That are still around in the picture.
That's right, which is like one of me, right? We've been friends almost 30 years.
Yeah, it's been like 30 plus years.
Yeah. Awesome. So you gave us the tip on treat your money like a bill. Can you speak a little more to that?
Yeah, definitely. So treat your money like a bill is something I actually figured on my own. But you know, I pay my bills.
Yeah.
I've always paid my bills. But my whole thing is this: I didn't used to save my money well. So I just remember one day saying to myself, all right, I got to stack up and save some money. And I really just wasn't that great at it. So then I said, you know what? I'm going to just start depositing money in a savings account. And from there, I'm going to just keep saving it, you know? So what I said to myself I was going to do is, I said, you know what? I'm going to just treat it like it's a bill, you know? And I couldn't save up as much money as I wanted to. And sometimes you might get a little frustrated by saying, okay, I'm only saving up $25 or $20 or whatever it may be. My thing is this: save what you can. Definitely just save what you can. Again, some people are more fortunate; they can save up more money, and that's fine. Eventually, the plan is you'll get there. You know, but at that point, in my mind, I'm saying, hey, look, as long as I'm saving up money, I'm okay with this. And again, the mindset was treated like a bill. You always pay your mortgage. You always pay your rent. You always pay your car payment, and you make sure you make those payments on time. Treat that bill, that savings like a bill, and pay it on time.
Yeah, I do find that, you know, we do become frustrated because it's like, you know, we feel like we have to save the same amount of money all the time. Like, okay, I'm going to make a plan to save $150, like, you know, every 2 weeks. And then sometimes you fall short, right? Life happens, right? And then, so definitely encouraging, you know, people to, you know, say, hey, it's not going to always be that $150. Some weeks it might be $10. Some weeks it might be, you know, $25. But save something is what you're trying to say.
Definitely save something. But what I would say is make sure the amount, like if you can always save a little more, that's great. But give yourself an amount that you know you can do. Whether it's weekly or bi-weekly, if you get paid every other week, and you know you can definitely save $50 every other week. Just at least do that. And then, like I said, sometimes you can pay an extra $100 or extra $75. It's just like if you're paying a car payment and you want to chop the interest down, you know, put a couple extra payments towards it, you know? But, you know, the plan is to not use that money unless you truly need it. You know? But that would help.
That's great advice. And so I have to ask you the what made you do that question, because that's the name of the show. And what was your inspiration or motivation behind getting into financial literacy?
You know what's funny is I never really had, I mean, I guess as a kid, you know, you want to have money. You want to live comfortable. You know, you just want things in life. You want stuff. And that's what I like to call it, stuff. And for me, I guess it was never the goal to get into financial literacy. And of course, you always want to have the knowledge. But my thing is, really, I wanted to be a lawyer. So, you know, I was going to University of Buffalo. Shout out to UB. I was going to University of Buffalo to really become a lawyer. And that was actually my goal. But you know, I started working a job at a collection agency, and it was pretty cool. I actually enjoyed it, had a lot of fun there, and learned a lot.
So you were the one that was calling me?
Might have been. Hey, I was on the phone. I was making money too. You know? So it was cool. But for the most part, I would say, as far as me breaking into the financial field, financial literacy and all that good stuff, it was just a matter of me saying to myself, the collections was good at the time, and I just felt like I wanted more out of it. I wanted more out of it. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say I put my let's say my dreams of being an attorney to rest then, but you know, I'm working a job and I'm going to school at the same time, but I just started leaning a little more towards making money at the time. I started making money.
Awesome.
And, you know, it just kind of ran from there, I guess. You know?
So, Leon, bro, how can we effectively build community around this topic of budgeting and financial literacy and getting your money up?
So, my biggest thing is this. I feel like the community is not informed. Like, basically, there's a struggle there and there's a big disconnect there as well. So, and I'm gonna take it back to me being a kid. I didn't know. You know, I didn't know that my debt should not reach over 30% on a credit card. You know, these little things, just something like that. I didn't know that, you know, you're supposed to pay things down and off in a certain time frame. You know, I didn't know that, you know, if you get 30 days to pay a bill before it actually hits your credit. You know, things that people just don't know. You know, right. So again, my parents, they weren't able to teach me this stuff because I felt like they didn't know it. You know? So for me, I feel like it's important for me to know it, so I could actually teach my kids and they teach their kids. Right. But not even just my family in general. I mean, I try to share information with everyone. You know, friends, family. Yeah. Everybody around me, pretty much, that I deal with that's in my circle has excellent credit. They save money well. Right. But again, you got to start somewhere. It's like building blocks in the community. Right. So, you know, the things that they cherish in the community are, you know, nice cars, the latest gear. Yeah, what we see on TV. Sneakers, jewelry. You know, the things that really don't matter. Again, like I call it stuff. It's just stuff, you know? So, I mean, as long as you have a vehicle, a reliable vehicle to drive, I mean, you shouldn't say, okay, you're driving a Benz. Can you really afford a Benz? Right. You know? Right. Yeah. Can you afford maintenance on a Benz? You know? Yeah. I mean, these are things that come into play where, okay, if you're driving a Benz, my assumption is that all your kids must go to private school. Right. Right. Yeah. That's just how I look at things. You know? But I want to make sure I stick to the topic, the community, right? Yeah. I mean, for me, it's just I want to say a building block at a time. Small baby steps, but if you can spread the word to friends, spread the word to family. Let's get out to the schools. You know, we need financial literacy taught in our schools. Yes, we do. In the public schools. Yes, we do. It helps. It would definitely help. Yep. I mean, I don't know. And I think about it as I grew up. And you too. Yeah. We didn't have any courses. Anybody telling us, hey, look, this is what you should do with your money. Right. You know, this is how you should save your money. This is how, you know, the things you need to buy. And I mean, we just weren't empowered at all. Yeah, you know? Yeah, and it's interesting because as an educator, and I teach high school, you know, there are kids that are working right now, you know, that make their little bit of money and they don't have any clue. Like that money is gone in a day. Right. You know, they weren't taught any sort of awareness, you know, and I have these consistent conversations with them, like, you know, listen, you know, there are things that you want that are essential, you know, like you do need clothes, right? Like some of our babies don't have clothes to wear, you know, and it's like you're working a job. So let's figure out how we can do that, you know, how we can take care of, you know, the things that are important. Yeah. I mean, it's sad when you see kids out here with, you know, Gucci sneakers and Givenchy. I mean, they got on just trying to keep up all of the good name brands, and you know they don't have heat. Yeah, or they don't have lights. Wow, you know what I mean? Wow. I mean, you got it happens in some households. You know, that's real. They're so worried about keeping up with the Joneses and looking good. They're not even thinking about their livelihoods. Yeah, you know. Yeah. So you know, I try to make sure that it's not even a factor, like with my kids. Yeah. You know, so, I mean, I can say I'm fortunate to buy them nicer things if they wanted them. But that's not my primary focus, to buy them nice, flashy stuff. Right. I need them to understand how life works, how money works, you know? Yeah. How to save your money. Right. I mean, the goal is for them to be better than me. Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. That's great advice. And, you know, for those people who are struggling, what specific low entry points, finance tips could you give to them? So like start, like let's say started from the bottom, now we're here. Like what are some, you know, simple things? Get a checking account. Open up a savings account. Right. You know, I mean, some people don't have a checking account, don't have a savings account, you know. You should actually be able to see your money. Right. You know, and the one thing I do know, and I mean, people are going to look at this podcast and laugh and say, who doesn't have a checking account? There are people out there without checking accounts. Plenty. You know? My grandfather used to say, put your money under your mattress. He said, don't have no savings or checking account. A lot of people, you know, that money burns a hole in their pocket. I mean, if you have access to it right then and there, I mean, a lot of times, you're going to spend it. You'll spend it. But I would say first steps is checking account, savings account. And I'm big on this. Try to educate yourself. It's never too late. Get a book. You know what I mean? just Google financial literacy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's funny because the first book I actually received was Rich Dad Poor Dad. It was given to me by my little brother, little Eric. Shout out to little Eric. He's actually my cousin, but I call him my brother. We're so tight. We grew up together like that. But for the most part, it's to me these are all small things,
right,
but they equate to a huge picture,
right.
Like I said, little small building blocks,
right.
Just chip away at them. I mean, next thing you know, you're putting your family overall in a good situation. You put your kids in a good situation. The next generation in a good situation.
Yeah, that's key. That's key.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. This was, oh my gosh, this was awesome. We really need to be enlightened, because we are in a time now where we've been in the house for, over 2 years, y'all, a pandemic, and now we're coming out and people are tapping into their own businesses and their gifts. And, we want to figure it out how we can, tap into what we love to do, but also be able to grow and invest and be successful, right? And we can do it. I mean, we can do it. And we are so excited to have you because not only is Mr. Martin or Leon, my boy, my homie, talking to us today, but you will see him every week on What Made You Do That and giving you finance tips on how to get your money up. So this is not the last time you will see him. So thank you so much for having us into your home. And let's do what we need to do. Let's rise. And Leon is with us each week on What Made You Do That, giving us tips on how to get your money up. So make sure you tune in. What's going on, everybody? On this segment of Food That Moves Me, I have a very special friend of mine, Miss Wanda Brooks from Prepared Hands, and she is going to bring us some good cooking, some good food, and I'm so excited to taste it. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So what do you have prepared for us today?
So today we have crab cakes, we have fried shrimp, we have potato salad, we have collards and kale, and we also have baked macaroni and cheese.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. So I know you got some tasty treats for us. So come on, give us the deets. What you got?
So today we have some chocolate covered strawberries, and we have strawberry cheesecake, and we also have a sweet box.
Oh, sweet box. Hold up. What's in the sweet box?
Well, today you have butter crunch cookies, chocolate covered turtles.
Go ahead.
You also have chocolate covered pretzels, and you have a caramel salted pretzel in there as well.
Girl, looks like I'm going to be in the gym tomorrow, but today we're going to try all of that. So tell us what you have prepared for us today.
So today you have Prepared Hands signature dish, and it's called the Duo. It comes with a crab cake and 5 shrimp and your choice of sides. So today you have baked macaroni and cheese and collards and kale along with our dipping sauce.
Nice. Well, I'm going to taste this, and while I'm tasting this, just tell us a little bit about your catering business.
So we cater to small businesses. We cater to daycare centers. We also do a lot of women events, and in the women events we do often large scales of crab cakes and shrimp and meatballs, pasta salad, and then we do our very own desserts from scratch. So we never do store brand.
All right, very nice. Well, this is delicious. The shrimp, I kind of got a little taste of it before, but it is lightly fried. This sauce is delicious to put it in. The mac and cheese, now can't everybody make mac and cheese? This is cheesy. This is really, really good, and the greens are awesome. This is a wonderful combination. Thank you so much for sharing this with us.
You're welcome.
So now we got them sweet things. And so now I'm going to try what we have here. What is this, Miss Wanda?
Okay, so we have strawberry cheesecake with graham cracker crust, and we have chocolate covered strawberries. We have 1 strawberry in the middle that is milk chocolate with white icing. And we also have on the two ends, we have white chocolate, strawberries, and the one closer to the front has has chopped pecans on it. And along with that, we have a sweet box.
Sweet box.
And the sweet box consists of cookies, which are today butter crunch, and we have chocolate covered pretzels and a salted pretzel, and chocolate covered turtles, which are on the left.
Look at that, y'all. That looks amazing. Amazing. So I know y'all probably licking the screen now, but I cannot wait to really, really dig in. Wanda, this is wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your entrees and your desserts. We want to share this with the world. We want people to know how talented our people are and amazing things that they can do out of their own homes.
Yes.
And just let us know how we can contact you.
Well, I am at Prepared Hands on Facebook, and you can inbox me and I'll respond, and I do not take 2 days to respond.
Well, thank you so much for everything, and we're going to have you back to bring us some more tasty treats.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Make sure you follow Wanda at Prepare Hands. She's a really good friend of not just mine, but our family. And, this is an amazing time. Make sure you support her. And this concludes our segment of Food That Moves Me. Can't wait to see you next time.
My name is Wanda Brooks, and I'm the owner of Prepared Hands Sweet Box. This is my sweet box. We have chocolate covered turtles, we have pretzels, we have chocolate covered pretzels, salted pretzels, and we also have butter crunch cookies today. Would you like to try one today? Inbox me and I can get it to you.
What's going on, family? Guess what? On this episode of What Made You Do That, we are going to feature Soul Flowers, and our special feature for this time is my Mamma Mia, Dera Hutchison, aka Dee Mitchell. I cannot wait for you all to see it. She's an amazing woman, and of course, she's my mom. She made me. See you in a minute. Dera Elizabeth Hutchison, aka Dee Mitchell, was born and raised in Buffalo, New York. She is a graduate of Williamsville North High School and Empire State College, where she received her BA in liberal arts. Her household was very spiritual, and her parents, Sam and Elizabeth Mitchell, stressed and pushed academics, school activities, good manners, community, and church activities into their 4 children. They were also encouraged to play instruments and stay abreast of current events during the 60s, where there was a consistent battle of racial turmoil. Throughout the years, as early as preteen, Dera was encouraged to become a runway and catalog model, gracing stages and cameras all over Western New York. During this time, she worked for Downtown Merchants Association, AM&A's department store, Brooks Specialty, LL Burgers, Macy's, Ups and Downs in New York City, and she also joined forces with supermodels Naomi Sims and Martin's own Miss Trinidad, Beverly Johnson, who was a native of Buffalo, New York. In 1987, she was the co-coordinator and designer of the Fabrica collection shows exhibiting African American designers. She also started the Buffalo chapter for the Miss Black USA pageant of Western New York in 1988. She even gave a fashion tip to Oprah Winfrey to wear a particular scarf the correct way on her shows. She never failed to halt her gift in fashion and continued to design and maintain her credible status as a seamstress up until the present years. In education, she was the director of the Youth Internship Program at Erie Community College in Buffalo, New York, where she retired. When moving to Baltimore, Maryland, her passion for education compelled her to step back in the field of education, and she became the program supervisor for the Community College of Baltimore in Catonsville, where she ran the Welfare to Work program. As a musician, she was a pianist since the days she could walk and was the minister of music at various AME Zion churches on the East Coast, where she received many accolades and awards for her accomplishments. One of her most memorable accomplishments was when her poem was published in the Go Tell Michelle anthology, a collection of poems for our First Lady, Michelle Obama. When asked what made you do that, she replied, "I want the world to know that the power of becoming involved with the community and sharing that knowledge with others can be the pathway to a successful and prosperous life. No matter where your path originated or began, no matter what obstacles or challenges you may encounter, the route to your destination can be beyond anyone's expectations." Mommy, Dera, Elizabeth Hutchison, aka Dee Dee Mitchell, we love you, and here are your flowers on the day that you can still see them.
Sometimes I close my eyes, think of